In this problem, we have data for 25 students about how long it takes them to get to Azusa Pacific when there's no traffic, and how much it takes for them when with traffic. Or specifically, how long did it take them that night that I collected this data? And so what we want to do is we've got some instructions here. First of all, it says use data analysis to compute the mean and standard deviation of commute no traffic and commute with traffic. Okay, so let's do some the uh, um, the data analysis tool to collect some descriptive statistics. So I go to data, data analysis, which you need to install if you don't already have installed it. And so see the video on installing the data analysis tool pack. So I want descriptive statistics, and it says the input range. Let's do it for the commute with no traffic. And so I'll start in the top row and go down to the bottom row. It's grouped by columns. The label's in the first row. The commute with no traffic is the label. The output range, let me click in there, delete that, and I'll put it up here in L6. And I need to check summary statistics, and I press OK. And here we get the commute with no traffic. Let's remove the decimal points by home, number, number. Let's make this wider so that we can see what it says. And we wanted to compute the mean and the standard deviation. So highlight mean and standard deviation for the commute no traffic. So it takes about 28.44 minutes with a very large standard deviation because people are coming from all over the place. Now let's do commute with traffic. So I'll go to data, data analysis, descriptive statistics. The input range this time is going to be with J. So I'll use the shift down arrow to get everything. Then group by columns, labels in first row, output range. Let's see, let's delete the output range there and put the output range here. And summary statistics is checked. I press OK. Let's round off the numbers, home, number, number. Let's widen this. And we've got the mean of 42 minutes it took people to drive. That looks like about 14 minutes more. And the standard deviation is even bigger. We've got some people are stuck in bad traffic jams. So 42 minutes versus 28 minutes with the traffic. So that's the first part. Now we're supposed to use the formula for calculating Z to calculate the Z for each student for both types of commute. Okay, so we've got an extra column here already. So let's call this Z score for no traffic. And we will calculate that. We'll use the Excel formula equals and we'll put it open parentheses. Our raw score is H7 minus the mean, which for the commute no traffic is over here, the M8, but we need to use the dollar signs for that. $M, $8. Okay, that shows that's the right one. Close parentheses, divided by the standard deviation, which is M12 with the dollar sign, so $M, $12, and it highlights the right one over there. I press enter and say that I want to calculate it for everything. And there we've got some Z scores for everybody. Let's round these. So as expected, most are between 1 and -1, but there's a few pretty high scores. Z of plus 1.31, there's a Z of 1.93. And minus 0.97. Okay, now so we've got the z-score with no traffic. Now let's get a commute, the z-score for the commute with traffic. Now there's room there, but that might make everything join the tail. So I'm going to stick an extra line in there. I'm going to right-click on the line, and I'm going to press Insert. And now we can calculate the z-score with traffic. So let's calculate the z-score here. We'll use the same formula. We'll do equals, and so open parentheses. Our raw score is right next to us, the commute with traffic, so that is J7 minus, now we need to go over here to the commute with traffic and use this mean and standard deviation. So the mean is Q8. We're going to use the dollar signs to keep it fixed. Dollar Q dollar 8 close parentheses divided by, and we're going to use the standard deviation down there, which is dollar Q dollar 12. And that calculates the z-score of 0.56, and we want to do it for all of them. Overwrite all the cells, and let's reduce that to 2 decimal points. And there we have the z-scores for people with traffic. Now, the next question is an interesting one. Are there any students who have a commute with traffic that takes longer than average? So that's commute with traffic that would be positive, and also have a commute with traffic that is, oh no, a commute with no traffic that's longer than average. So that would be this column. So let's sort by this column. Let's go from smallest to largest. So I'm clicking on this arrow, sort smallest to largest. That arranges all the lines. So I'm looking for students who have a commute with traffic that takes longer than average, so a positive z-score, but also have a commute with traffic that is shorter than average. So that would be a negative z-score with traffic. And look at that. We have this one, 0.06 and minus 0.39, and we've got 2 students that are like that, and all the other ones. So let's highlight these. So this means that traffic is very nice. So let's highlight that with green. Let's choose a light green. Oh, that's a, do we have a stoplight green? Oh, that's kind of good. Let's choose that one. Okay, so that traffic allows them to go from above average commute times to below average commute times. And then are there any students who have a shorter than average commute with no traffic? So that would be a negative z-score, and a longer than average traffic commute with traffic. So let's see who has, so all of these have negative z-scores now for no traffic, and any positive, okay, this person, let's highlight that. They go from minus 0.56 to plus 0.24, 15 minutes to 50 minutes. Ooh, they must be traveling east on the 210 during rush hour to get here. So it looks like it might be Monrovia or Pasadena. Let's highlight and let's give them a red because the traffic is slowing them down so much. Here's another person, 15 minutes, and it went up to an hour and a half. Let's give that red also. And anybody else? Here we had 20 minutes to 45 minutes, and that definitely sounds like Pasadena to Azusa. And here we've got 20 minutes to 2 hours. Oh, yeah, that is a bad day on the commute from Pasadena to Azusa. So these people gain out with traffic. It doesn't, if you look, there it is, 30 minutes with traffic, 30 minutes without traffic. I would guess they were coming from Rialto or Fontana or Rancho, something like that, going against traffic. And those going in the midst of traffic, they have short commutes with no traffic, but very long with traffic. So that's how we do this problem.